At least, like, you're not in the soak.
You need to get their blood sample.
Nobody uses rubbers anymore.
No. At least we're not into soaking.
Is this thing on?
Yeah. 2000, whenever.
Venereal disease is
it's 2000, whatever.
You have to be careful. This shit
You
can
too.
hurt.
Well, you'd have to actually have sex in order to need one.
Yes,
not all of us are having trains ran on us. You know what I mean?
Vera is giving
us
so it's
like the one time we do
advice.
That's all right.
I'm giving you sex ed advice because you're talking about all these people that you know who have.
Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la-la.
Vera's the only one having sex on fire trucks. I don't understand why she's lecturing
I
us.
haven't had sex on fire trucks in a very long time.
We should probably not. We should probably not.
Fire truck.
We should probably not get walk into the litigious realm so quickly into
I'm
this.
not in litigious.
We are, but anyway, we are
Religious.
talking litigious.
Oh, litigious. Sorry, I heard religious.
That's my next door neighbor, litigious. You know, she's fancy. Welcome to Uncensored Radio. You see our live.
I didn't say anything untoward.
Anyway, we're here. We're here. We're one big dysfunctional family. One big dysfunctional family full of love and hot air. Jeffrey looks like he loves life. How are you, Jeffrey?
Full of hot air.
Looks like a plant for a second.
Yeah. I'd like to thank everybody for the award today for letting me be here. I am fried. I'm good. Thanks. Hi. Okay, let's go to the next person.
Wow, you're really good at this after so many years.
What the fuck?
I know, right?
I'm just done.
Hi, Christina. How are you?
That's it. No, that's it.
That's
I
it.
am hanging by a thread, but I'm here, so it's what matters.
See?
Right?
See? She understands.
I'm here for the
I got
laughs.
nothing.
That's the only reason why I'm on today.
Okay, so there's a common theme here that everyone's quite broken who's on this panel today.
Yeah. You know what? To speak to that, there's this girl that I follow on Instagram. She's like this health guru, which funny that I even follow her. But the other day she like put up like this thing like, are you burnt out? Yes or no? And like the next day, there was like over 100 responses, and it was 100%. Like everybody was burnt out.
Isn't everyone burnt out? Isn't that just
like in February? And we're all burnt out. Like,
No, it feels worse right now. Like
Isn't
I've
that
always
just
been
life?
the one to whinge about being burnt out, but I feel like it's a thing right now. I'm finding it hard to keep up with just day-to-day stuff. So I've actually put aside time tonight. I'm taking my child skating, and last time I showed up an hour late when it was closing. So I'm actually going on time tonight, and I'm committing to that. So please all remind me, Steve, 6 p.m. your time, just send me a message and say I hope you're there.
Oh, okay. Bitch, go skating. Get your skates
Thank
on, you whore. You prostitution whore. Get your skates on. What's going on? But I just feel like everyone's like burnout. It's like, well, what's the option? What is the other option?
Lazy.
You stop and you die. Like you
Right.
in this economy, in this modern world, you can't you can't stop.
Freedom? Are you fucking kidding?
Happiness?
But everyone's like, just do what you love. I'm like, but what if what you love doesn't pay the bills?
It does.
Yeah, no. It
You know?
doesn't.
There's a reason why I've got 4 jobs.
Excuse
Hello.
me. There's a reason
Not
why a lot of
legally.
people have an OnlyFans page because they're doing
I was
what
gonna say.
makes them happy.
Yeah, what if you're not paying
yeah,
up
because you do that, but not
OnlyFans?
legally.
Hello.
You know what? There is somebody for everybody. Okay.
There's somebody.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
but
would
you're saying I'm pretty
think
enough for
like that.
OnlyFans.
Oh, look, I said
Well,
that.
I'm saying there is somebody for everybody. You know what I mean? Maybe you could find like a niche and you could pour some ranch on your feet or something. Somebody might like that. You could find something that works for you.
Pour some ranch on your feet. I like
Okay,
that
so
advice.
that Luke's not attractive enough without.
I
ranch
didn't
dressing.
say that. I'm
Thank
just
you.
saying you can whatever you need to do. Like make it work for you.
Yeah, that's all.
Vera, would you pour ranch on your feet for OnlyFans?
Probably not, but
Okay.
I would pour it on my boobs.
Oh, there you
Oh,
go.
all right, all right.
Vera just
Not
picked
the
it up
feet.
here.
Attractive. I do
But the
think my boobs
tits.
are.
Yeah.
Tits.
Vera
Red
ain't playing
shit.
today. She's
no.
going all in.
She's
Yeah.
coming in hot and
She's not.
zesty. Zesty ranch with a hint of palm. Oh, very nice.
All over her hidden valleys.
Is that Paul?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steve?
Yeah.
That's it. Show's over.
Show's over.
Yeah, I was
Well,
gonna say,
people
Wait,
are
who's
leaving in
dead?
droves.
Don't forget to go skating.
Don't forget to go skating. We're going home.
Someone died?
No. Speaking of hidden valleys, we're going to jump straight into
Hot
Katrina.
load of hot topics.
Okay. Now, not to like bring the whole tone of the show down straight away,
Oh,
From everybody
God.
being burned out and suicidal.
but I
Fuck
will.
me. If it's Brittany or somebody died.
Not Brittany. It's not Brittany.
not?
She's been remarkably
Wow.
quiet. But someone who deserves like all the horrible things that are about to come their way. Talking about
Ooh.
social
Oh,
media.
yeah. This
Ruby,
girl.
Frankie, Frank, whatever the fuck you call her.
Frank.
I'm
Yeah.
calling her fucked, basically. Because her and her business partner have been found guilty of I think it's 4 concurrent charges of child abuse, and it's not even
Wow.
it's extreme. Like that's some fucked up shit. She was a influencer, you know.
And can we also say that this woman was a Christian?
Yes.
Had
Oh,
Yeah.
right-wing Christian.
I only saw
agenda.
the
I'm
headline.
going to go into the apology in a minute, but continue. Sorry, go guys. Yep.
She only got 60 years. Is that right?
Whatever it wasn't enough.
Right.
Yeah.
That's my issue. Like, how do you get you to be that
Wait,
much
so
of a
what kind of
monster?
abuse are we talking
Child
about?
abuse,
here?
right?
Yeah.
Child
So
abuse.
they like
sexual child abuse, neglect.
no physical.
The
Go,
children
Vera.
were locked in rooms. They were denied food. They were denied clothing. They were denied school. They had to clean their house. They had to scrub things with toothbrushes. One of the children escaped and went to the neighbors and asked for help. The child was emaciated and covered in duct tape because the duct tape was part of the ritual. This woman was a monster. She deserves everything she gets and more. And I hope there's a special place in hell if she believes so hard in hell.
Yeah, they liken the
Wow.
children's
Christian,
condition.
A right-wing
They liken
Christian.
the children's condition to that of like concentration camp survivors.
Jesus Christ.
Well,
So,
this kind
yeah,
of takes the
there's-
shine off the threesome Republican couple, doesn't it?
It does. These people are
They're less reprehensible.
But
in
it's
my
always
book.
the ones that love Jesus, isn't it?
oh yeah. But she's doubled down in the apology. Would you like to hear it? Get your
No.
bullshit meters out.
No,
No.
not really.
I'm just
There's
gonna
no
I'm
word
gonna
on
read
it.
I'm gonna read a
The fact that
very
Before you read it, the fact that she put that shit on social media and thought that it was like comical and so many people fed into it is even more enraging. Like,
And waiting
it
for
wasn't even,
advice. These people
yeah,
are
like,
asking her advice.
Fucked.
I know.
it was just, it's just so ass backwards how she spun half of those things. Like, and you could just see the looks from the kids. Like, now that you see the videos, you see the way these kids are looking at the camera. Like,
Mhm.
and it's almost like, fucking help me. Like, are you kidding? Like, this is how I live. It was just, I can't.
And those kids
But
will
anyway.
never be right.
Read this bullshit, sorry. No,
all
they
right.
won't.
So interestingly, she did have over 2.5 million followers. So we're still looking for these random people to tell us how to do what you're supposed to, like, you learn how to do yourself. But this is a small part of it. I'll never stop crying for hurting your tender souls, Frank said to her children, who were not present at the sentencing. That's good. My willingness to sacrifice all of you was masterfully manipulated to something very ugly. I took from you all what was soft, safe, and good. And then it goes on and on about Jesus, and she must have got like fully sucked into the, I don't know, some kind of anti-vax weirdness because she's like doctors that harm and politicians that are corrupted and it's like,
It's always the
oh,
They're
people
not
that
child
are
abusers, bitch.
malnourishing. Yeah, it's all the
Yeah.
people that are malnourishing their children that don't believe in doctors and medicine because they don't want anybody to see their kids because they're not treating them correctly, and CPS would be called. It's like
Except
I
for Gypsy
can't.
Rose's mum.
How do you have a that's just still so mind?
And this woman,
I-
this Christian, is probably casting judgment on rape victims, 10-year-old rape victims who are
Of
traveling
course
out of
she
state to
is.
get an
Of
abortion.
course she
You know,
is.
this fucking monster is judging other people because she knows what God wants. I fucking can't stand it with these Christians anymore.
but what's
I hate
the
that
the justification is like I'm pretty sure she went as far as like demons and all that kind of stuff.
I
wasn't
didn't
that
I
like
hadn't
that
really-
one thing?
What?
But I just heard
Did the
from
husband? The
advanced
husband was
Christian-
charged too, right?
No, the husband's
husband- the
divorced,
husband-
so
Husband's like a
they got
deacon or
divorced,
something, yeah.
and she was
Okay, but he was charged
her
too, though.
business. No,
No, the
because
husband is
it's
not
her and her
charged.
business partner, female business partner that were charged together for
Yeah.
the abuse because
The
like
husband was
they
not
made
charged. But the
Yeah,
children are not
they
in
made the
husband's
kids
custody.
jumped into cactuses and stuff. Like she's like, you have to
But
go.
See,
where
I
jump
the
can
into
fuck-
understand that one person's loopy, but when there's two, like, doesn't someone go, "Oh, hey, wait, this is a bit fucked up"? Like, how do they find each other? Serialkillers.com. Like,
Yeah, no, here we go.
No.
Here's the answer. Here's the answer because here's some more of her apology. I was led to believe this world was an easy place filled evil place filled with cops who control hospitals that injure, government agencies that brainwash, church leaders who lie and lust, husbands who refuse to protect children and who need abuse. So the whole YouTube thing was about how she parented. But she came to meet this other woman through a counseling organization called Connections. So that's how they, met up. And from there, shit got like fucking twisted. It's like,
well, isn't it really good that she apologized? That just undoes all of that abuse. The
Oh, yeah.
trauma's just
Yeah.
wiped clean for the
Everything's
kids.
fine.
It's just amazing.
Way to go.
Fixes
Thank
everything.
Praise
Yeah.
Jesus.
I hope she makes a
Lord
big
me.
friend in prison called Marge.
Oh, she's gonna be fucked.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well,
She's fucked.
there's a special place for child abusers in prison. I mean, Danny Masterson's gone. You heard about Danny Masterson's gone running? He's like, he wouldn't leave his room, wouldn't
No.
take up, wouldn't eat, wouldn't because people are after him because he's sexually
Good.
assaulted. Everyone knows that he's sexually assaulted people, so he's gone from his maximum security prison. So he's probably going to fancy white people jail now. you know,
Yeah.
which is
Well-
beyond the point. Beyond the point. Like, surely you are meant to suffer for your misdoings, but obviously not.
Yeah, he's getting
Hopefully-
raped in the ass.
Look, it'd be nice if they made an example of this white woman, because they're always the first ones to tell us that how horrible we are and how bad you are raising your children and da da da.
And getting them
Look at-
vaccinated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at
taking
old
them
love
to
from the-
doctors.
Look at old love from the blind side. I mean, people made them millionaires, and she's been stealing from that kid since he was. their
We don't
care
know the ins
first.
and outs of all of
No.
that, though, either.
But still, they
We
were
really
were
don't.
taking money from him. That is like they were financing their own lifestyles on money that young man earned.
Didn't they already have a lot of money, though? to
no, they
finance
got more
their-
now.
Uh,
They got more now because he was a college football player, so he's making that, and a professional football player. So
Well,
got
I
more.
don't think he's in the NFL anymore.
no, that was the whole
Yeah.
thing. It was out, and he was like, "Where's all my money gone?"
Right?
That's why, and I'm a strong believer in this, that if you do come into money, whether it be through fame, inheritance, sporting prowess, whatever, that your family shouldn't be involved in the management of that money. It needs to be an impartial third party, because it's too easy. Like, look at
Well,
the
there's always
Carters, look at the
exploitation.
Jacksons, look at look at everyone.
Britney.
Britney, yeah.
Britney. Yeah,
It's
it's
just
kind of, it blows my mind though. Like, this woman's harmed her children. Like, even like in the Spears situation, like they were actively causing harm to profit, and I think it's probably as ugly as human nature can get.
yeah. Everyone's worried about the gays. Are like, well, at least we're not sacrificing our children to the altar of cashola and fame and all that kind of stuff. Because we're not supposed to have them. We're not supposed to have them in the first place.
I know we try and keep the show a bit fun and that, but how can we sort of even, like, there's not a lot that you can poke fun at this. This is just pretty fucked.
No,
yeah, she's fucked.
Yeah.
She's fucked. She deserves
Very,
everything
very
she's going to get and more. But look, you got to keep your family close, but sometimes they're too close. Especially when you are the photographer.
You're just all about the family drama tonight, huh?
The photographer for your mother's OnlyFans page. Let's say it again, folks. The photographer for your mother's OnlyFans page.
I was real
That's right.
confused because it sounded like he had his own OnlyFans too or something.
No, he is, I think, appeared on his mother's OnlyFans page. Which is concerning.
Wrong? What is going on in society right now? Like,
so
what is going on?
This is
There's
Brazilian.
too much lights on the cockroaches. Like,
Brazil. This is the result of all that hairspray in the 80s and 90s. Andressa Urach, who is quite famous, on Instagram and OnlyFans. And her son Arthur was revealed to be her photographer on an Instagram live because he was sitting with his mother while she went live on Instagram and they're doing a question and answer. And he has been revealed saying that I'm really badass with pictures, right? Was his one response.
How old is he?
He's of age, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
It's not child abuse.
Okay.
well, it kind of is though.
Yeah.
Like, what kind of relationship do you have with your mother that was ever healthy if you're doing her OnlyFans content for her? Like, this is just another realm of
that is disgusting.
Fucking mind blowing to me. What is going on?
Look, it is interesting because the way that they dress it up, it's like he's just taking photos. Okay, that's fine, but
is she getting fucked?
I'm getting there. This is like, to start off with, okay, photos are photos, but you are looking, as a photographer, you are looking through that camera to sexualize your subject. And that subject is your biological mother. That's a problem to start with. So allegedly, Arthur accompanies his mother and a photographer to a hotel room for a photo shoot. What that means, I don't know.
Oh yeah, see, it was fucked up what the article says, right?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
I don't know. He and Arthur's quoted, because there was a lot of buzz about the collaboration. He said, "This is going to be something to talk about her mum." She agreed, suggesting the content will cause a stir. Is she fucking her son?
That's so weird.
That can't be right?
Oh my god.
I can't.
What's the next story? Yeah, these people are making me sick.
God.
We've really opened the show on some
like
bangers
now
today.
Officially crossed into like Jerry,
right? Yeah.
If she was clothed, was she wearing like lingerie? Was she completely nude?
Like, was it a
what's the situation? Right.
Or
like was it like you were she sticking things in and taking like like what's happening? Like I need to know, like, is she under the comforter? Like either way, it's fucking weird. It shouldn't be happening.
Subscribes to OnlyFans. Jeff, have you seen the content?
Well, I tried to get Tim. I tried to get Tim on the case for research purposes, but he didn't buy it. I was like,
it wants to say.
I have OnlyFans. I'll just sign on and look for it. I'll tell you.
Christian's
I'll be your
like, I got it,
photographer,
solid.
Christina.
I'll do the research.
What's her
That's
No,
name?
not a photographer.
Andressa Urach.
Yeah, what?
AndressaUrach. I love that Jeff does it real-time reporting. He's like, I'm gonna look for this shit. But I just think in general, genetics rules you out from OnlyFans.
Are they American? Are they foreign?
No, they're from Brazil, I believe.
Oh,
But
all right.
I think it doesn't matter. I mean, look at what's her name? Denise.
Like if they were Russian, maybe I could understand.
Denise Richards. Denise Richards is on OnlyFans with her biological daughter.
Because it's so normal in Russia.
Yeah, it's fucking guys. Like,
Dave,
right? Boris is just
Denise
like, let's
Richards is
let's
not
do
a
this.
poster child for sanity either.
I know. We've
Oh,
all
shit.
seen her in the latest seasons of Real Housewives. But even though they are just in, like, Denise and Sammy are apparently just in swimwear and da-da-da, that's still creepy. I'm
There's
sorry.
Horrible.
That is
effect
still
on
creepy. And
Yeah, it's weird.
everyone's like, I don't know. I think it's just part. I think it's part of the weird fandom of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills that everyone hates Erica Jane so much that they're willing to criticize. They're willing to criticize Erica over Denise doing OnlyFans with her daughter. Like they do a mum and daughter package. Like that's not okay. That's not okay. I don't think that you can.
But you know what's really not okay though? It's like, yeah, this is a couple of messed up individuals. There's people, like obviously enough people paying to perpetuate.
Yeah, they want to see it
going. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
see it. Yeah.
This is what go back to what I asked earlier. What is going on in the world right now?
Everyone got too scared by COVID, so they're keeping it in the family.
I was gonna say COVID happened.
Yeah, quite literally.
People were just inside for too long.
What? I was on lockdown for the same amount of time. I didn't get crazy on it.
Yeah, where's your
incest never crossed my mind.
It's at the firehouse.
It was years ago.
Honestly, I think like this kind of stuff should be just shut down. Like the OnlyFans has a part to play in all this too. I know they're making the money, but there should be some kind of guidelines like, hey, let's not have incest content. Let's not have all this weird shit.
But we don't know.
On our platform.
Or they could be just taking photos of each other. We don't know.
Even
that's still incestuous to me.
A line cross.
Yeah, no one's gonna be like, hey, Ma, get that G-string on and pull it up real high. It's like
there's a very dark gray line.
Now stick your finger in your mouth. No, that's weird. That's weird.
Is my outer labia inside the swimsuit? Can you tuck me in? Like,
oh my
god.
That's not okay.
Oh my god.
It's really
everyone got the visual then, didn't they?
Everyone
I hope you listeners did too.
We're a visual. It's kind of an ASMR moment. Tuck.
I think we've broken Jeffrey. He's looking real like.
He went
what happened?
He probably looked up the site.
Well, he's
on you got stuck on OnlyFans.
I couldn't find anything.
He's doing ranch on taste,
and that's why he's upset. He couldn't find it. But
no, he just grossed me out with
labia. There are like downsides, even more downsides to every family, especially when you give them your kidney. Did you guys read this article this week?
I did, but can you please explain it for the listeners?
Dr. Richard Batista donated one of his kidneys to his wife when she needed a transplant after having 2 previous failed surgeries, and she has recently started legal proceedings to end their marriage. That is the literal definition of cut and run. I mean, come on.
You've been waiting to say that all week, haven't you?
I'm just it just came to me. It literally just came to me then. I was like, oh my god. Because by law, you cannot legally you cannot legally sell an organ. It is seen under the law as a gift. So he's trying to sue, or did try to sue her for $1.5 million as compensation.
Ugh.
I don't see how that's
well,
even possible.
I would be a little bit miffed. He
I
obviously
would too.
obviously that he said that their marriage had been in trouble before, like during, like when she was having the surgeries and stuff. But what was more important to him was saving her life. They could,
Okay, so
they
that was
could
his
work
fucking
on,
decision.
they could work on their marriage later, but she gets out.
And sharing a set of kidneys usually bails
she
a marriage out,
recovers.
right?
Like, yeah, she recovers. She recovers and she just bounces. She's like, "Peace, we go." It's like,
I just again,
we're gonna
like the
see
way
this
that
during everybody's prenup.
right?
the way that if shit was rocky and then he decided that he wanted to donate it, I wish Tim was on this show right now, but
Yeah, I know. I
then
was
it's
hoping
up to
that he
him.
would be
It's
on
his
this week.
decision.
Yeah.
But it's his decision to provide his wife with a kidney. And how dare you sue her if shit went sour? You know, you knew it was going to happen.
The courts say.
It wasn't the girl or the person who died who gave Tim their kidney. It wasn't their decision to give it to Tim. It was their decision to give it to anybody. You know, this one, I'm giving it to my wife. I'm alive. It's a living donor. You can't say that you
want it back
or that you want a reward. Fuck you, fucking piece of shit. You ungrateful fucking prick. Yeah, like it's your one selfless good deed for your life. You know, fuck him.
I just think it's hilarious. It's like I'm so concerned about I just want my wife to live until she leaves me. Then I want my kidney back. It's like, wow, it's intense. That roller coaster took a big left, a real sharp one.
Yeah.
There's no takesies backsies with kidneys. Like wedding ring, yeah, maybe. But you're not going to stand in front of Judge Judy and be like, "I'm suing for my kidney back."
Right.
You can't stand in front of Judge Judy and ask for the ring back.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Because you gifted that as it was. It was a gift. You do that going in knowing what you're doing.
Yeah.
And you know what? Probably prepping for surgery when you're filling out that, the pre-check before you go under. Maybe is the time to say, oh, you know what? I don't want to give up my kidney. Not turn around after all the stitches are all out and go, oh, I'm not happy still. I want my kidney back. It didn't fix our shit marriage.
He didn't actually want
right?
He just wanted some money for it.
Yeah.
But what do you think about her doing that though? She agreed as well. Though I'm fucking bouncing. But you know what? I'm bouncing as soon as I've got this cunt's kidney. I'm gone. It's like
I don't think that she did it maliciously. Maybe she wanted it to work and she was fucking fed up and couldn't take it anymore. And this was the last one fucking nice goddamn thing that he could have done for her. And thank God he saved her life, because now she could move on and be healthy and live a beautiful life without this cocksucking asshole leeching off of her every fucking minute of her life. Ah! God bless her. I want to write her a letter and send her a fucking birthday card. She's amazing. Good for her.
You feel
she did what every fucking one of us should do. Take his fucking organ and get the fuck out. That's what you should. Kudos, bitch. Kudos.
Some people,
ladies and gentlemen,
the house.
Welcome, Christina, back to the podcast.
Oh my God.
She's here. She got some feelings.
Get the organ and go.
I'm sure she really wanted the marriage to work just as much as she wanted that fucking kidney to work. That's all
yeah. But again, that was the last thing. Right.
Either one of them could have died in the operation, and then he'd be a fucking widow.
You
made Safet's day.
Sorry, Safet.
Damn, it's so
good. It's real. It's true, though.
And it's
That poor bitch, all that she went through, kidney disease and all. Again, it was
Right.
it
And
was the
maybe
one
she
thing
knew
he
he
could
was
do.
going to be an asshole. And if she wanted to get a divorce, he wouldn't have gave her the kidney.
Well,
So what
if
do you
he's
do?
gonna hold it over her for the rest of the life, you can't leave me. I gave you a kidney, then fuck, get out.
Let me
I'm
recover,
getting the kidney and I'm leaving,
and
bitch.
I'm out. Yeah, like peace,
Thanks.
bitch.
I'll always
Look,
appreciate the gift you
I'm
gave
going
me
to take a
goodbye.
piece of you with me.
I
Wherever
gotta
I
say,
go.
I've got a perfect segue. That sounds just like a country song. And ladies and gentlemen, Beyonce has made history this week, being the first Black woman to have a #1 on the country music charts.
It's a good
Everyone's
song.
It's not a bad song.
Everyone's talking about Taylor
It's
Swift
shit.
taking the focus off the Super Bowl. Beyonce just is like, oh, excuse Super Bowl, fuck you. Here's my new music. It's like, oh, okay.
Here.
Fuck Usher. Beyonce's like,
Here, hold my Grammys.
here,
Yeah, here, hold my kidney.
I didn't get a best album Grammy. Hold my cowboy hat. Every bitch is going to be wearing them for the next 2 years. It's like,
Yes, it's a good song though.
It is a good song.
It is. I think it's catchy. Again, I'm really not a Beyonce. Like, I am not a Beyonce person. I mean, I like songs. I just don't follow her. Like, I'm not like, oh my god, dang. But
songs. I thought the only really good album, we gotten into this last week. I thought the only good album she's done before this was Lemonade.
Yeah, but apparently some of these songs have been sitting around since 2016. That's how long she's been wanting to do a country album. So,
oh, really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Jesus.
No, I was in love with that song the first time I heard it.
I was like, oh.
Took me 2 minutes.
The scary AI technology. There's the Miley Cyrus version floating around now.
Oh, really?
That they've made completely out of AI that sounds exactly like Miley. You're like, oh,
that's fucked up.
That's fucking terrifying.
I hope Miley's got lots of security on her bank accounts because people will be doing her voice.
We're gonna talk about Miley in a minute, but we're gonna keep it in the DC family. So Destiny's Child, tucking Robbie's labia. Love it. What a hashtag! There goes
my god.
So Beyonce's riding high, but Kelly Rowland is causing drama. Did you guys hear about Kelly Rowland doing the walk on the Today Show?
I did, actually.
What she walked
Kelly Rowland.
What the fuck is wrong with her face?
Kelly Rowland was there to promote her new movie, which I think she executive produces and stars. And she was meant to stay for the second hour to be co-host with Hoda and, do all the things that people do on the second hour of the Today Show in America. But apparently she was unimpressed with the size of her dressing room and bounced.
That's what you need. Someone reliable. So maybe this is why that mother is using her son as a photographer. He's always there. He shows up.
But you know what you gotta who you gotta rely on? Fame whores, because they're always ready to go.
Family.
And within an hour, Rita Ora was on that set ready to go. She was like, I'm here. Open the envelope. I'm here. I'm Rita Ora.
I just came from The Voice Australia.
So, but apparently there's more to the Kelly Rowland story. She's unimpressed because Jennifer Lopez got the big dressing room.
Jennifer Lopez is the bigger star.
It's Jennifer Lopez.
We're going to talk about that in a second too, because album sales and streams may suggest otherwise. And so last week we talked very briefly about Jennifer Lopez's new album, This Is Me Now, which is the sequel to her 2004 earlier.
Queen.
Jenny is
gorgeous.
Jenny is suffering from a bit of the modern day music industry syndrome. She's #1 on iTunes, which means absolutely. Remember when that used to be a mediator of success? I'm #1 on iTunes. Everything's okay. Apparently, her album had the lowest first week streams from an established artist on Spotify.
It's not very good.
I'm bearing the lead.
I haven't even heard it.
Has anyone watched the movie?
Yep.
What
What movie
was that?
What movie?
I think it was a
What movie are we talking
concept
about?
piece.
She financed a $20 million movie.
Oh,
Oh, right. We talked about this.
It's like a very long music video of all the songs. She took all the songs and made a movie putting the songs together.
It was so I fell asleep halfway through and got a little bit lost. I'm like, what the fuck? We start out with like a Latin legend that goes into like spousal abuse that goes into like giant mechanical hearts, which was cool. Don't get me wrong. Like, shot beautifully. But
it was trying to tell her story, like through love, like her relationships,
through
like,
art.
Yeah, I mean, it was. I understood it. I thought it was interesting, but I didn't. The music I didn't connect with. I didn't.
There's always like she's always like a bee stinging close to a hit. Jennifer Lopez. It's just like. It's like if you just amped up the production a bit or did this a little bit different, it would sound better. Like I'm like,
I'm just not like a show tuning kind of person, and to me,
it turned very musical. Like musical theater.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I really
especially
wanted
the end.
To love it.
The end when she was dancing in the rain.
Yeah.
Everyone's worried about Britney. Everyone was worried about Britney's state. I'm like, I'd be worried about J-Lo. She's like.
Would we all tuck in Jenny's labia for her though, and her swimsuit?
You would be allowed
for her any day. You know what? Here's the thing. I think it's amazing that she invested in herself to do this. This was something she wanted to do. I think it's amazing. I think it was something that hasn't been done, and you don't see a lot of that right now, right? So even though,
the people that used to do it are gone.
She took a risk.
Yeah, I think that's great.
Remember when Michael Jackson used to make 15-minute music videos, like shit like that? Lady Gaga used to do that. Janet used to do that. Prince, like that is not.
It would be awesome to play in the background at a club. You know what I mean? During like happy hour or something. Yeah, it's a cool thing to have. For sure, you know what I mean, or like if you have a party going to have it playing in the background, it'd be awesome. You know what I mean? Like you're having conversation.
I think the more interesting thing will be because she filmed a concert as well and a documentary.
That
all of this I want to watch those two. I want to see. I want to see that shit because, like, her last documentary was super interesting. It showed you just how hard this bitch works. Like, she hustles to be Jennifer Lopez. She hustles hardcore. She's like. Doesn't drink beer, doesn't eat sugar, doesn't do this, doesn't do that. It's like, God, that's a big sacrifice to be a star.
And I do want to say, her labia wouldn't need tucking in. I reckon it's rejuvenated big time, like tight.
Let's just check back to Kelly Rowland's for one heartbeat.
Yeah.
You know what J-Lo's net worth is?
I would imagine a lot.
$200 million. Do you know what Kelly Rowland's worth?
Probably 20 million.
12. Bitch, take the smaller dressing room and shut the fuck up.
Oh, Vera. The article that I read was suggesting that she
tuck your own labia in.
Kelly has a little bit of problems playing second fiddle to well-established divas. I wonder why.
Isn't it the story of her life?
I wonder why. Yeah. Well, at least she's not Michelle.
Oh, stop. There's nothing wrong with Michelle.
I love Michelle. I love Michelle Williams. She got a great voice, but the other ones got fucked over harder, didn't they? those girls from that first album. Oh, bye.
Who?
Good luck. Good luck with that. But yeah, we all have. I think there's always trouble when you have a legend involved, you know, like J-Lo. J-Lo is like an old school celebrity that can do everything. She sings, she dances, shouts, you know what I mean? And they come with their own aura of, you know, fucking whatever. I can only imagine what this next dancer went through when he dropped Madonna in the middle of a concert.
The reaction.
Plastic weighs more than muscle.
My soul would have left my body. You see him trip, start to look backwards, and she's falling backwards on a fucking chair. I'm like, you could have killed Madonna on
I
stage.
don't want to be
Imagine-
ageist here, but I'll be scared I'd break her hip or something.
I
Like,
was gonna
oh
say,
shit.
lucky she didn't break a hip.
I didn't even think of that. I just loved like how she kind of looked up and like she laughed. Like
Oh,
see,
she would
that
have
is
kicked
the
his ass
surprising thing.
after. She would have been such a bitch to him after.
I don't think
All
so because
smiles
I think
on
that
stage.
Shit
gets
happens
it.
on stage. It does.
It does.
I
It
think
does.
Luke's probably right, but I want to believe that smile and like that laughter is like the camaraderie of like shit happens and like, oh my god, we just fell on our ass. Like,
can we be honest? Let's be 100% honest. We've all seen Madonna act.
Yes.
That was genuine.
I don't think she was acting.
That was genuine.
The people giving her shit about the lip syncing, and I'm like, listen, we all know
that was
this
live.
Goes out
She
and like
stops.
sings a bunch.
Yeah.
Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, she's 60 what? Like, if she wants to look,
65.
Yeah.
She's
fuck off.
65,
Like,
yeah.
why is anybody giving this bitch like she is not known for her vocal skills? So the fact that she goes out and does sing live as much as she does,
that was
leave
definitely
her the
live
fuck
because
alone.
you heard her hit the ground. She went, "Huh." You heard her hit the ground.
And I think a lot of these people
go,
well, you see a lot of those artists that are performers, like, you know, Britney, but I fully expect them to be, I expect them to sing live, but to a layered backing track to make them sound polished. And
Bitch,
I
name one
expect
time
that.
you ever saw Paula Abdul sing live. Go ahead, I'll wait.
Paula's a legend.
No
She's
one
allowed
brought
to do
up Paula
anything she
Abdul.
wants.
I'm just
Except
saying,
you.
bitch, that motherfucker ain't never sing live once. She was off key on the record.
Okay, Whitney.
Dance.
Okay, Whitney. We get it.
She can dance.
She
She
can.
can
She's
dance.
still-
And I
Paula's
can't
still
wait to go
going.
see this bitch in August, but I'm saying.
I just
Who's gonna
can't
come for next?
imagine
Kylie Minogue.
like that feeling of I dropped Madonna. You would die. I think I would just dissolve into a puddle like on the stage. I'd be gone.
If we
I'm
were on
dead.
stage, you and me, I would feel bad if I dropped you.
I'd be
Yeah. Let alone fucking Madonna.
Yeah, let alone Madonna.
Let alone Madonna. But you know, you see other people like Mariah, Beyonce, like someone's getting fired, like blow it up and stuff. Madonna just laughed it off, and it was whether
Let's
she
see,
went,
though.
whether she
Did
went,
he get
whether she
fired?
went. That's exactly it. Whether she went nuclear on stage or not isn't part of the conversation because she's a professional enough to keep the show going. She didn't have to comment on what was going on. She's like, okay, cool, let's keep going.
Well, and
So,
you would think that
props
if
to you,
that
Raj.
was true,
And
the
live
stories would lead.
performance, if nobody gets hurt and you can carry on with the show, no harm, no foul.
Yeah.
Just like when what was it? What show did she do where the
Brit Awards when
Cape?
she went fucking backwards, Nelly.
Yeah, the Cape fucking ripped her ass, and then
she kept going.
What was it? Something else? She almost wiped her ass out on the bleachers or something else. Another live performance.
Everyone was
or something.
criticizing her on this tour because she
slipped with a guitar too, didn't she?
Yeah, she did. She's stacked it a lot, but she holds onto a frame at one point. I was like, oh, how sad. Geriatric Madonna on stage needs a walking
the
frame.
Fucking crowd.
She's like 50 feet above the crowd, rotating, but singing live. It's like, oh yeah, sorry. Like she might not be pink backflipping across Australia, but dude,
you got a fucking harness on.
You go up. Yeah. You got that high in the air and see if you don't want to hold on to something.
I think we should all send Madonna some chrysanthemums.
She's fine.
You know, for her fall.
She doesn't.
Hydrangeas.
Hydrangeas.
Oh, hydrangeas. Which one didn't she like? I thought it was chrysanthemums. I don't know.
No.
Where's chrysanthemums coming from?
Do you know what other people hate? As evidenced by the Grammys? Billy Ray Cyrus. Because Tish Cyrus, who obviously has a problem with aging, is speaking out against her marriage to Billy Ray and how she was terrified to leave him. As I said in the comments, the hair should have told you enough. anyone with that hair is usually not a great guy.
Isn't the
You know what?
bride a zygote?
Yes, well, I can understand Tisha's like she's in therapy and counseling for all that kind of stuff because her husband married someone that he met on the set of his daughter's TV show that was younger than his daughter at the time.
Yikes.
But you know what? Billy Ray could afford all the kidneys you'd ever need. So
He married a zygote.
Yes.
Yeah, look, he's great. Look, he's a typical, middle-age crisis, or what is he now?
Yeah.
Achy, breaky hearted, and I might marry someone really young, and then that'll make me young. No, it makes you fucked.
Well, they were married. So they were married from 1993 to 2022.
Yeah.
So they were in it for a long haul. They were
Yeah, that's.
But they
29 years.
they very quickly both found new partners. It's like, oh, okay, cool. So that to me suggests that things haven't been cool for a long time. Like it's just
DZ. We haven't seen DZ.
Oh,
hello.
It suggests that there's a lot of stuff that isn't dealt with in a marriage, as Real Housewives fans are finding out. But how dirty must Bravo be? Because Mauricio, Kyle Richards' husband, has a show on Netflix, and the trailer dropped yesterday about him talking about their separation before she has talked about it on TV. They've been teasing it out the whole season, and then Netflix are like, fuck you. Here we go. The whole family minus Kyle talking about this divorce that's happening. It's like, so when you get
More
to that
family exploitation.
Well, yeah, some people sign on for it, Some people sign on for it. When you get to those long-term marriages and people quickly find another relationship, that's got to tell you that things weren't good for a long time. You know what I mean? Normally you need time to stabilize and go, all right, who am I outside of a relationship? Nah, fuck it. Let's go.
It's
Round
very
two.
clear that Miley's taking mom's side.
Oh, yeah.
That whatever was going down.
Well, they look like the same
feel
person. I would expect it to.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a bit of a worry, isn't it? It's a bit of a worry when
Yeah.
Oh, look, I think her mum looks great.
Mum looks
Hit it, girl. Like, what is she,
lovely.
57? Yeah, she looks
she's
younger
57.
than me.
She's
Get it.
she's living that life.
Shut the fuck up.
What?
The mom is 57.
57.
Put that bitch's picture back up.
I was going to say, put that picture back on that fucking
Hold on, I'll get her back. I'll get her back for you.
Yeah, she looks great.
57. That's what achy breaky money will get you.
Jesus
I
Christ.
want to go to her surgeon.
Right?
Yeah, really.
It
What
doesn't even
face
have to be
cream
a
she works?
surgeon. If you can afford a spa treatment every fucking week, you're going to look that gorge.
No, I don't know.
And she would have started fairly
Look
beautiful.
at how
too.
bad I look in through here. That bitch is fucking
Well, if you
57.
started at 27 and went to the spa every Tuesday for 29 years, you'd look that fucking good too.
Somebody grabbed the back of her head, shook it, and cut off the slack.
That's bitch. I'm ready.
That's tight.
Yeah, it's very tight.
Let's
Do you
do
need a
it.
kidney while you're at it, Jeff? While you're under it?
Are you gonna give me? Are you gonna give me a kidney?
Do it.
And then,
You
I'll
really
give
want
you a
Luke's
kidney,
kidney?
Bob.
You really want Luke's
I was going
kidney?
to say.
no.
My kidneys have a history, but if you want them.
My kidneys are really crap.
Tell ya.
They can't be insured to work
I
on a
think
set.
the only
That's
kidney
okay.
on this whole panel that would be any worth anything would be Vera's.
Oh, Vera, you've got highly desirable kidneys, apparently.
You have a wanted kidney.
wanna
Why do you
see-
think it's
We also
Vera's?
have a pretty good liver.
Oh,
You wanna
There's
see
the
some-
OnlyFans content
What?
right there, Vera.
I don't
Here's a
drink that
great-
much.
That's a great.
You want some of
great
that
segue.
kidney?
You wanna see someone with possibly damaged kidneys looking very, very fresh?
If I said no, would it?
Lindsay Lohan has a new
What is
Netflix
this?
movie coming out called Irish Wish.
I wish
God,
for my kidney.
Does she have a
I-
gangbang?
I hope.
And pour, it looks like they're about to pour
For the love
ranch
of
dressing
God.
on each other's feet.
Now she
Please,
definitely
please.
deserves a surgery. She doesn't even look like she anymore.
Please let Lindsay
Eiffel
try and do an
Tower.
Irish accent. Let Lindsay try and do an Irish accent in this movie, please.
Oh,
I need to see it.
man.
Okay.
I bet you she will. Just wait till the day comes. Oh, just drenched in my Irish wish.
We are
Oh,
pretty,
come on.
they're pretty petty, but I've got a big question to ask in the future.
Pretty petty today.
But how much money and time would you invest in revenge?
No.
Now-
What?
How much money and time would you invest in revenge?
Depends what they did.
Um,
Depends, but not for just
There's
whatever. I don't
there's
like
some
you.
footage.
Like,
There's some footage
Yeah.
that's gone viral on TikTok of a 2019 wedding in China, which everything seems, standard, beautiful, and lovely. Quite a lot of money has been spent on this wedding. There's like plasma screens, and shit from the ceiling, all that kind of stuff. The stuff that people with big money do to hide their truth. And everyone's enjoying the bride and groom walk in, and it's all good until the groom goes to speak, and then starts playing a video on the projector behind him. The footage of the bride sleeping with her pregnant sister's husband in a hotel room.
oh my God! Oh my God!
that's look. You know what?
Ooh.
Props where props should be given. It's poetic justice. It probably wouldn't be something I would invest in, like a whole wedding with fucking LCD screens hanging from the ceiling. But if you got the money, which obviously this very small percent of Chinese people do while the rest all starve, then go on.
Oh my God!
You sound liberal.
I just think that is commitment to the craft, right, Jeff?
This motherfucker was hurt.
Yeah.
Right? Like, her was like, I'm gonna fix this bitch.
Oh my God!
Like, that's fucking rude rough. Like, I don't know that I could ever fucking be that pissed off at somebody to pull shit off.
Humiliate. Like humiliate.
That's beyond.
But I'm sorry, you
cruel.
automatically become the coolest person in that room.
But let's remember,
No,
in
I
Asia,
don't think so. You know what?
I
If
don't
somebody,
think you
if I
become
was there,
cool.
I don't think you
if
do.
somebody did that to somebody in front of me, I'd be pretty fucking disgusted. I mean, great.
yeah.
I mean, listen, there'd be definitely. I'm not gonna lie. There'd be a part of me on the inside to be like, oh,
Right, right.
like,
Oh, yeah.
oh my god, yes, please start beating the shit out of each other. Scratch his eyes out. Let's see what happens. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
because I'm fucking that dude. But
Yeah,
at the same time, like, I would be. I don't. You have an affair. That's whatever. But to do that to somebody else, like, you can't, you're just as bad, because if you loved that person as much as you said you did, you would have never wanted to hurt them back this much.
well, in Asian culture, it's very, your I guess your image, to have that harmed like that's really harmful to who they are. That is like the ultimate kill. It's like a beheading over
shaming,
and
public shaming.
Yeah.
Maybe don't do it in the first place then.
I think, again, like you said, like, I don't think that it should have been done at that time. I would have been like, oh my God, this is really happening. But then it would have been like, oh God, this is happening, like, right now.
Oh,
like,
Christina, you would have been there with the cake. You'd be cutting that wedding cake.
I probably would have. I would have helped him made the video. Honestly, I would have been making the video for him.
I would have stood up.
I'll get up your piece.
Yeah, right.
I would have given them. I would have given him the Paula Abdul American Idol clap.
But at the same time, though, I really feel like that. It's not. It's he must have had this in the books for a while, right? If he made a video, he was planning this for a long time. He knew the money that was going to be wasted. He really put revenge into this.
That's what I
When was
wanted
that
to
a one
shame
night
her.
stand? Was that
And him.
was that like a relationship that they were having? There's a lot of things that gotta go.
And
I want.
it is so delicious, it has to be fattening.
Yeah. Oh man.
When you do something that vicious in front of a room full of people, you making every single person in that room part of that violence.
Yeah.
That
Maybe
does
don't.
not speak well to him, no matter how wronged he feels.
Maybe just
Yeah, I don't
What
like
about
that.
Grandma?
Like,
Grandma
I
would have
am
been
petty
there
Betty.
watching, all happy, dressed up to the nines for the wedding because they've
Yeah,
got
ready for
money.
the day.
But but
I
hold up.
know.
Let's not fuck around and be nice, because everyone on this panel is always like, your actions have ramifications. Your actions have ramifications. If you choose to cheat on cheat on your spouse, but two,
Fiance.
involve your pregnant sister's spouse in it as well, you're all
That's where
fucked.
I threw the line.
So burn the whole place down. Everyone inside.
Why did he go through the wedding?
Because
He wanted to shame her.
She
Right,
and
but
that other
were
guy
doing
deserved
far
she
more.
wasn't
everything
doing
they
it in
got.
front of him. She wasn't doing it in front of him.
I know,
Well, in
but
front of the camera.
she still went to get
She didn't know it was there,
No.
obviously.
Yeah. See, that's an issue as well. She wasn't. She was so so ashamed and so embarrassed.
Yes,
You still fucked your sister's husband in front on a camera. You dumb cunt. Like who in this mod? We all grew up through the 2000s and the 90s. You don't have sex on camera and expect it not to pop up somewhere.
The only
Come
But
on.
wasn't the camera
Don't
hidden?
you hope
Was
it does? You don't want
I was
to
gonna
find yourself
say.
old one day and not have nude photos on the internet.
I just want to
What
see
if one
myself
day-
doing that. Oh.
Where's the range?
Well,
It's like
starting
it's
our-
like a whaling mission.
Yeah, where is gonna say what the fuck?
It's like fucking Greenpeace. Like, those whale slaughter videos that they show at Greenpeace?
I'm
Like,
doing it alone.
this
It's
is
like
why you don't.
if you're
I know, but
video
this
stuff,
body
if
slapping
you're
around.
videoing
and
yourself
all
jerking off, then you got a problem, man. Like that's a little
What the
weird.
hell just happened? What show is this?
But I think you're
laugh
doing
at
it with
now.
somebody else and
I know I
recording it.
zoned out for a second, but then I come back to
Examples way.
Christina like,
He says
that-
like he's like I'm
that's
recording
fine.
this. Like you're not
I
recording
was
yourself
recording
jerking off.
myself. Ew, no.
Like he's like, why would you want to see
People
that?
do though,
You got,
Christina.
it's not just
People
you.
do.
I
People
think
do it.
Yeah, I'm sure.
People that think it's a
But
great
yuck.
idea to film themselves having sex need to have sex in front of a mirror sometime and realize the angles that the human body gets into. Yeah.
Can I just say my sex tape is amazing.
don't you normally have a
fucking
camera
banging.
person there? Like make sure you have good angles?
No, I don't have a son, Jeffrey, so I've got no one to take my OnlyFans content.
Oh, you don't have your best friend do it?
No.
Oh, is that weird?
Oh man,
That's
what about Ann or Renata?
No, that'd be an OnlyFans, mate.
Call
You
them
need to
over.
see. But while we're getting all warmed up, I think there's someone who is very warm. Someone who is always
Oh
ready
my
to
God.
spurt her knowledge. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Vera Bed. Okay, V3, 2, 1, vent.
All right, kids. Today started the CPAC convention, which is the Conservative Political Action Committee. And as I was watching Laura Trump drone on about her father-in-law's future presidency and all the good they're going to do with the money they're going to turn over to him for his defense fund, and how they're going to make sure that we don't get any aid to the Republic or to the Ukrainians, and we're going to make sure we ruin NATO. And all I could hear was Putin, 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 Putin. Now I know I'm an old bitch, and I'm old enough to remember the Cold War. When I went to school, we had air raid drills and air raid sirens, and we were prepared for the Russian menace any day, any time. But suddenly, the entire Republican Party is part of the Soviet delegation. When did this fucking happen? I remember being appalled 4 years ago when I saw somebody at a Trump rally who had a t-shirt on that said, "I'd rather be Russian than Democrat." Are you kidding me? The Russians are horrible, violent dictators. Trump is standing up there saying, "Oh, I'm persecuted like Navalny." You fucking son of a bitch, you're the persecutor. How dare you compare yourself to Navalny? How dare you compare yourself to Jesus? How dare you be in Putin's fucking pocket? Guess what, America? I'm sick of all these Republicans being in Putin's pocket. You know, we've got a Speaker of the House who's fucking holding up all the aid to Ukraine because Putin told them to. Putin invaded a sovereign nation. It doesn't matter if they were part of Russia 300 years ago. What matters is they were a sovereign nation and he walked across their border because he wanted their land and their resources. That is not the fucking world we live in. And I got to tell you guys, I'd rather be American than Republican. Fuck you, you Putin-loving bastards.
Oh, that was short and angry. I enjoyed it. I like it when she got some feelings. Well, Jeff's going to wish he didn't leave because before we go tonight, we are going to, we've talked about the downsides of marriage and all that kind of stuff. But there's another wedding that went horribly, horribly wrong that we need to talk about in this week's.
What the?
If I say the word bridesmaids, as in the movie, what comes to mind?
Melissa McCarthy
The
and the
shitting
sink
scene?
peeing.
Yeah, the shitting.
Here's a story for you from a Reddit with a wedding planner who was experiencing some difficulties at a fairly wealthy family's nuptials. They had a shabby chic aesthetic with the reception set in a historic barn on a property, which has already, caused a lot of problems because of cleaning and extra tents and all that kind of stuff. But most crucially, no running water or electricity.
What?
So how are they going to play the porn on the TV?
We had generators, we had tubs of water for catering, and hidden portable toilets. And everything was fine until the bridezilla at the photo shoot trusted a fart when she shouldn't have. And ruined a $15,000 dress.
So wait, they could have a $15,000 dress, but not running water. Priorities.
Yeah, really.
The woman quoted, "I was speaking to the caterer when I happened to glance over and see the most curious blend of expressions pass over the bride's face when she frantically waved down my assistant. A few minutes later, my headset beeped on and my assistant said, 'We have an issue.' It turns out the bride had gambled on a fart and lost in a big way."
Jesus Christ.
The wedding planner
never trust a fart.
No. The wedding planner revealed the bride was wearing a huge, full ball gown with fitted bone corset and a strapless top in an embellished mesh.
Oh my god.
With a shaper garment underneath, a hoop skirt, and a slip, which means there was no way to get in and out of the portable toilets.
No.
She struggled to get out of the limo.
Oh god, this bitch.
Yeah.
And those diamond things that she was wearing, those undergarments would have actually squeezed the shit out of her anyway. So
yeah, right. That's probably why she shit so bad. Oh my god, she's squishing her intestines. What the fuck were you thinking, you dumb bitch?
Oh, it gets better.
What could go wrong?
It gets better.
What, you gonna hose her off?
No, wait, it gets better because 15 minutes pass, then 20, and then her earpiece beeps on again. The previous issue is more than we had anticipated, said the assistant. And I actually ran over to find the assistant looking horrified. The planner found out the bride had been using health shakes to get rid of last-minute bloating, which had combined with the cocktails from the night before and her fairly decent breakfast to create a pretty horrific reaction in her body. The woman said the substance that had come out of her body as a result defied explanation. It was slimy, oily, even with stringy bits, and the consistency of hair gel. Not only had it been a rather profound accident, but the smell was unrivaled. Generally, a substance that the human body shouldn't emit.
All right. Enough with the description, bro. We get it. It was fucking disgusting. Like, oh my god. Holy fuck.
Let's get back to the other wedding where they're just airing porn videos of each other cheating.
Yeah.
What's worse? What's worse?
I did not think we could get lower tonight, guys, but I guess we can.
I strive to take us to the home plate with, it's not even a home run. That's every base covered, quite literally.
And why is she eating such a big breakfast on her wedding day too? Like, I had a bagel the morning at 6 a.m. Like, my wedding wasn't until 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Like,
well, see, that's difficult. You just shit out a bagel. At least it'd be a reasonable poop, right? Like,
no, but like, it was just like one of those things. Like, all right, well, I'm not going to drink anything, an hour or two before I put the dress on. And like, you're dumb. You're so dumb. Right? To spend that much money on a dress like that, and then oh god,
to do the weight loss shakes and then drink and then like
If you're doing
it was a happy time. It was a good time for her. Like
Sure.
Oh my god! Wait, it still gets worse. It still gets worse.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
Can't. No,
the thing that set it over the edge was the shaper that the bride wore was a latex deal that came down over her thighs and up to her bra. It was waterproof, so the poop had nowhere to go and sort of filled it like a water balloon full of horror.
So it didn't get on the dress.
It didn't get on the dress.
No, wait. My assistant had to open the snap crutch and release the evil trickling down the bride's thighs. So it was all on the inside of the dress.
Well, you know what she got for her honeymoon, don't you? A UTI.
Jesus fuck.
And the wedding planner says
an entire shower. Like, what the fuck do you do? Like,
the wedding planner says her final mental image was, I'm just looking at her manicured nails. Residues of diarrhea are just embedded in her nail bed. I start trying to scrape the poop out with a fabric stain wipe, while the bride insists that the show must go on immediately.
No. That's
immediately? What the fuck immediately? You're gonna walk down the aisle covered in shit? Where are you washing off? What are you talking about? Like, no. Immediately? I would have been like, bitch, let's do this next year.
We'll call it a day like this should have. Thank you for joining us on Uncensored Radio.
Sorry, everyone.
That's the worst picture ever. This is the worst story ever.
Just realize your day could always get worse.
Then what actually happened to Jeffrey?
My mental image is now just stuck on
a poop balloon.
On the filling up.
Because
it was going down and it was going up. at the same time, it's like, oh, you know when you squeeze gack too hard, like slime.
Is she fat? Is there a picture of her?
She was wearing a shaper, so you never know.